Peace, King. I didn't post in a minute now because I just needed time to sit back and evaluate what's going on in the world around us. But I realized by sitting back, analyzing through my observations, I realized the majority of so-called Black Americans are very politically naive, very misled and uneducated, almost illiterate when it comes to politics. You know, we don't do the due diligence and do research when it comes to the political systems in place in the United States. You know, we are generationally cursed with a lot of things. We generationally cursed with a wealth gap, with financial illiteracy. We generationally cursed with just being conditioned into doing the same things repetitiously, joining the same political party over and over again that does nothing for us economically, politically, socially. There has been, for the most part, no true justice for Black people in America, regardless of which party was in place. But what I will say is that the Democratic Party, contrary to popular opinion, is not for us. Why do I say this? I say this for quite a few reasons. They foster dependency on an already racist government that does not qualify to give us justice in the court of law, has not been just by us systematically, educationally. There has been no true prison reform. They foster financial dependence. There's no programs for us in place to become a financially independent people under the policies of the Democratic Party. Not only that, they also support pro-choice. And everybody thinks pro-choice is cool because it gives the woman the right to abort her baby. But people don't really understand the scientific history of Planned Parenthood, which was founded by Margaret Sanger, who was a Democratic woman, who was also an avid supporter of the Ku Klux Klan, who also devised Planned Parenthood specifically for Black women to abort their babies. It was part of a eugenics program. And if anybody knows anything about eugenics, eugenics is a scientific medical program that was used for Black women going back to the 1950s. I think that's when it originated, up until probably the late 60s. They had this program in place where basically they used medical practices to sterilize Black women to keep them from having children. So Planned Parenthood is just an extension of that. People don't know the first Planned Parenthood clinic was put in Brownsville, Brooklyn, a predominantly Black neighborhood. People don't know, from the inception of Planned Parenthood to the present day, there have been 19 million Black babies aborted. 19 million. 19 million babies. Imagine had they had a choice. They would have chose to be born. Not only that, 19 million babies, that's an entire nation. Those numbers alone had they been allowed to live and become grown-up human beings, they would have been able to affect the society that we live in sheer numbers alone. We'd have been more qualified financially, politically, in other ways. We'd have had a lot more power in the sheer numbers as a people. So y'all keep supporting these agendas and parties that are not for us. And me in person, particularly, I don't vote based on a party. I vote based on policies that are going to empower my people to become independent. I'm not pro-choice. I'm pro-life. I believe in the right to bear arms. The Democratic Party doesn't support these things. They don't support the right to bear arms. Why would they when they don't want us to be empowered? I think it's very empowering for every law-abiding black male adult to have a licensed firearm in the state of the affairs that we living in right now. You know? I don't know why people are so adamant about being dependent on a government that's been proven over and over again to not do right by us. I don't even know why we look to the government as our savior. What we should look for is policies that empower us to become our own savior. A lot of people are knocking Ice Cube right now for his comprehensive plan, his contract for Black America. You know, some people are ignorantly calling him a coon, which is really ridiculous when the brother spent the majority of his rap career speaking on behalf of Black America, highlighting the injustices incurred by Black America at the hands of a racist government and society. A lot of you making these criticisms have no plan for Black America, have not done anything for your community, and will continue to do nothing but talk about LeBron James championship and how much money P. Diddy and Jay-Z got. But y'all sitting there criticizing this brother for actually trying to implement a plan to empower Black America. And first and foremost, he brought his plan to both parties, to the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. And the Democratic Party refused to deliberate on that plan with Ice Cube until after the elections. It was the Republican Party that was willing to sit down with him and discuss his plan before the election. So that's how that deal went. You know, but of course, we like to run with misinformation and condemn the people that's actually doing something for us. And I'm going to really depart on that note. I can't be too long-winded. You know, I just want y'all to open your eyes and really start thinking about how we're going to be more empowered politically and economically going forward. Peace and love, King.